In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a workflow automation in Monday.com. To get started, open the Monday.com board where you want the workflow to run. This is important because automations are usually tied to a specific board, so you want to make sure you're working in the correct place before you build anything. Take a quick moment to confirm that the board contains the items, columns, and team processes you want the automation to manage. Starting in the right board helps prevent confusion later and makes testing much easier. Once you're inside the board, click on automations. This is where Monday.com gives you access to the tools used to streamline repetitive tasks. If you've never used this section before, think of it as the control center for building rules that allow the board to react automatically when something happens. From there, choose a ready-made automation or create a custom one. Ready-made automations are helpful if you want a faster setup, since they're based on common workflows and can save time. If your process is more specific, a custom automation gives you more control and flexibility. The best option depends on how closely the available templates match what you need. Next, select the trigger that starts the workflow. The trigger is the event that tells Monday.com when to begin the automation. For example, this could be a status change, a date arriving, or a new item being created. Choosing the right trigger is one of the most important parts of the setup because it determines exactly when the workflow will run. After that, add conditions if needed. Conditions help narrow down when the automation should happen, so it only runs in the right situations. This can be especially useful if you want the workflow to respond differently depending on certain values or criteria in the board. If your process is simple, you may not need conditions at all, but if you want more precision, they can be very helpful. Then choose the action Monday.com should perform. This is what happens after the trigger is activated and any conditions are met. The action should match the outcome you want, whether that means updating information, notifying someone, or moving work forward automatically. Take a moment here to review the setup carefully so the action lines up with your process. Finally, save and test the workflow. Saving makes the automation active, but testing is what confirms it works the way you expect. Run through a sample scenario and watch the board's response. If anything doesn't behave correctly, go back and adjust the trigger, conditions, or action until everything runs smoothly. Once it works, your automation is ready to support your workflow.